back to breakfast. Well, students around the country will be starting to think about which courses at university they might want to enrol in. It's timely that the Australian Business Review has listed the top 5 uni courses to enrol in. Suzie Plush is a psychologist and career consultant, and he's here to talk us through these today. Good morning, Suzie.
Hi, Kath. How are you going?
I'm very well, thank you. Let's have a chat about these. I would have thought, you know, with the mining boom, that would have been front and foremost, but the top one isn't, in fact, engineering, is it?
No, it's actually healthcare. I think that's due because we are having, we're finding that society is now ageing, so there are lots of jobs in aged care and also healthcare. Okay. So, yeah. All
right, so there's no, I mean, once you probably really think it through, it's not that surprising, given that we are all getting a lot older. But second in came engineering, obviously trying to harness this mining boom.
That's right. So you'll find there's still lots of jobs in engineering, and particularly with an expansion in infrastructure as well. We've been looking for more engineers to work on roads and ports and also highways too over the next 5 or so years.
OK, what came in third?
Third was actually business, surprisingly. So if you've got a degree in commerce or even an international focus within business, again, lots of growth in that area in the future.
OK, now IT and computer science was sort of, you know, really the buzzword back in early 2000s. Where does this rank?
Yeah, so still lots of growth within IT and computer science. So particularly there's a real international pull for people that have that background. So again, in Australia, there'll be more jobs opening up within computer science and information technology.
What rounded out the top 5?
And the last one, well, yeah, education. Right. So predominantly secondary and high school teachers in maths and science. There's a real demand for teachers in those faculties. So, and particularly for teachers that are happy to move into rural areas, there's also plenty of jobs available.
Interesting that education rounds out that top 5, because we've seen so much strike action in the last couple of months for teachers in Victoria and New South Wales. Yeah. Poorly paid profession though, isn't it?
I know, so there has been a bit of tension around a lot of people within the education sector, but yeah, studies are showing that particularly the maths and science is a real demand in those areas. Okay,
as a psychologist, how would you advise kids who are looking to choose their enrolments? Because is it a case of, I'm good at this, I do that, I enjoy this, well, let's do that, or I want to go where the money is?
Yeah, look, I think it's really important to evaluate what your values are. So for one person, they might value high earnings and stability within their career. So they might choose a course that there's lots of career growth and job prospects, where someone else might want to pursue what they're passionate about, and that might be design or even fashion or something like that. And you're not going to have that job security or stability because there's not as many jobs in that area. But some people prefer to do what they love as opposed to what's more secure.
Well, usually when you do what you love, you're interested in what you do, and you would generally achieve. So follow your dreams, not such a bad thing, is it, Suzie?
Well, I guess, again, it does depend on personalities. Yeah. So different personalities are geared for different things as well. So I think it is important to know what your personality is, know what your interests are, know what your aptitude is. So if you've got the capacity to study something, you know, engineering can be quite tough. So really looking at the course content, knowing what, you know, your aptitude level needs to be for certain degrees as well can be really helpful.
OK, Suzie Plush, as always, many thanks.
Thank you very much.
2 words, Suzie. Atmospheric science.
Oh,
just quietly. Do you know what I'm saying?
Why?
That's the one to watch. Atmospheric science. Well, it's done. It served Magdalena well.
It has indeed.
She went there. She got a job.
Yep.
Didn't she?
She did.
I don't know if anyone else who studied atmospheric science has ever got a job.
No, I'm sure they did.
But I'm sure they did.
People at environmental
that was very
services
interesting.
and the Weather Channel and...
Very interesting. You an angry one? You don't strike me as an angry one.
No, I'm not an angry one.
Do you notice people around you are very angry?
Sometimes.
Yep. It's happening more and more.
Yeah.
All the people I saw you with the other moment were angry. We're going to talk about angry people before the end of the programme this morning.
We are. Stick around. It'll be riveting.